This week's Parashat Toldot, begins by describing first Yitzchak and then Rivka. V'yehu Toldot Yitzchak ben Avraham, Avraham et Yitzchak. This is the story of Yitzchak. Avraham begat Yitzchak. V'yitzchak ben 40 shana bekachto et Rivka, bat Betuel Arami miPadan Aram, echot Lavan Arami lo l'isha. Yitzchak was 40 years old when he took Rivka, the daughter of Betuel, the Aramean, from Padan Aram, the sister of Lavan, the Aramean, as a wife. Yitzchak entreated God concerning his wife, for she was barren. And God was entreated of him. And his wife Rebekah conceived. The children struggled within her. She said, if so, why am I? And she went to inquire of God. We have here a picture of two people, a couple. I might say a loving couple. Yitzchak is praying for his wife. Abraham did not pray for Sarah to have a child. Yitzchak prays for his wife Rebekah. And the Torah describes them in these 4 psukim in the following way. Yitzchak is the son of Avraham. Avraham begat Yitzchak. Yitzchak is Abraham's covenantal child. Yitzchak is Abraham's son inasmuch as he sees himself in the text as carrying on Avraham's tradition. In this week's portion, he digs up the same wells that his father had dug up and was stopped up by the Philistines. He gives them the same names that his father had given those wells. He's very connected to his father. He's very connected to God. Vayetar Yitzchak Hashem. He entreats God. Vayetar. Vayeoter lo Hashem. God is entreated of Isaac. One gets the sense, as he's speaking, God is already answering him. He's so unbelievably close. When it comes to Rivka, the Torah tells us something different about Rivka. Yitzchak married Rivka, the daughter of the Betuel, the Aramean, from Padan Aram, the sister of Lavan, the Aramean. Rebekah, the Aramean. Rivka, let us not forget, is Lavan's sister. And that implies many things. Later in the parasha, she will instruct her son Yaakov to deceive his blind father. It's the Aramean. And there's something else about coming from Aram. She travels a long distance to come to the land of Canaan. She intuits that that's what God demands of her. She's willing to make that leap of faith. She's not born with Abraham as her father. She's Lavan's sister. She's the Aramean. And being the Aramean, being Lavan's sister, she doesn't have easy access to God. When there's children struggling inside her, Hashem, she goes to be doresh, to seek out an answer. The answer is not there. She's a seeker and a searcher. And there's a strength to Yitzchak and there's a strength to Rivka. Yitzchak is firmly rooted in his tradition and he struggles. His struggles are about maintaining the past, being loyal to the past. But Rivka has a different struggle, to search and to find. The answer is not there. You have to search it. And in this parasha, in the beginning of the parasha, the answer to her search, L'droshet Hashem, Shnei goyim b'vitnech, she's told of the children inside her, that the greater shall serve the younger. She's told a piece of information that in this week's Sedra, Isaac does not have. One of the many lessons we learned from this week's Sedra is that sometimes those that have to seek and search, they have to expend that effort, but often they arrive at information and understandings, insights, that the one who's born with it, the one who's firmly rooted, cannot obtain, cannot see. So Yitzchak plays a very important role in this week's Sedra, in terms of maintaining tradition, in terms of his connectedness to the land, And Rivka has the intuition, the insight, and the understanding how the blessing is to proceed. It may be true that her methods are the methods of Lavan, but the insight is a very true one. She, more than Yitzchak, understands how the covenantal blessing of Abraham is to pass through Yitzchak to her son Yaakov. Shabbat Shalom.